Final Fantasy VII fans eagerly awaiting further news of the impending PS4 remake, but the game's been given some not-so-positive news ahead of Sony's Paris Games Week 2017 schedule. Square Enix Final Fantasy VII Remake blow ahead of Sony's PlayStation's Paris Games Week 2017 event. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is, without question, one of the most highly anticipated games currently in development, and it's sure to be a massive hit when it does eventually release. Such is fanfare for the game that it has routinely held on to the top spot of Japanese magazine Famitsi's Most Wanted Games list, in most cases ahead of games like Monster Hunter World, Super Mario Odyssey and Pokémon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. But details about the classic game's remake have been pretty thin on the ground since it was last shown off at Sony's PSX PlayStation Experience event last December. It's quite possible we could be hearing more about the game in the very near future, even as early as next week with Sony's Paris Games event. More on that further down. But, for the time being, we can at least offer some comfort to eager Final Fantasy VII fans with news of a Square Enix event coming next week to mark the 30th anniversary of the Final Fantasy series. In honor of this momentous occasion, Square Enix will open a limited-time pop-up experience in Covent Garden, London, where they'll be able to play games from the iconic series, purchase limited edition merchandise and enjoy a selection of Final Fantasy artwork. Square Enix also say they'll have 3 mug designs exclusive to the pop-up experience, which are available with purchases of themed drinks at the store. These exclusive Moogle, Chocobo and Cactar designs will be available in limited quantities throughout the 3-day event only. Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to PS4, although Square Enix is yet to reveal the release date. As if that wasn't enough, on the Friday and Sunday evening, the pop-up will play host to 2 exclusive Final Fantasy events with special guests. These intimate evening events will be for a limited number of ticketed guests only and are as follows: Friday 3rd November to City of Final Fantasy NT, an epic battle with Ichiro Hazama, producer to City of Final Fantasy NT. Sunday 5th November Final Fantasy XIV, an exclusive evening with Naoki Yoshida, producer director Final Fantasy XIV. For more information head to the official Final Fantasy Facebook page and look out for further details. Before that event takes place though, fans could see plenty more from the Square Enix team concerning the release for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. With 2017 being the 20th anniversary of the game's original release, now seems like the right time to announce more information about the game. Recently, game director Tetsuya Nomura had teased that we could be about to learn more about the title, telling Famitsu that important details on the FF7 remake would be announced sometime soon. Related articles: it's suspected that we might even get more information at Paris Games Week, with Sony already teasing that they have some big announcements at the upcoming event. On October 30th at 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, PlayStation will hold their big Paris Games Week 2017 event, which will live streamed online, and we wouldn't rule out more info about Final Fantasy VII. Even then, should Square Enix and Sony choose not to reveal anything at Paris, there is good reason to suspect we'll still hear something before the end of the year. Shortly after Paris Games Week, Sony will be holding their PSX event in California, and that would mark a whole year since FF7 was last shown off. But, with everything from The Last of Us to Shenmue 3, God of War, Days Gone, Spider-Man and much more all vying for attention, only so many will realistically be crammed into PSX. Either way, we know Sony has got something big in the pipeline to show off this winter, based on comments Sony Worldwide Studios boss Shuhei Yoshida made earlier this year. Yoshida previously said Sony chose not to reveal some AAA games at E3 2017 as they were saving them for later. Speaking in June, the Sony boss said, "There are things we have held back," Yoshida said. "We chose not to show those at E3 2017, but there will be some more news coming out from our teams later this year." No question, Sony could be saving an announcement on the Final Fantasy VII Remake for PSX so they end 2017 on a high note and set things up for a great 2018. Related articles.